What's up, guys? Steve here with a breaking news update regarding the $2,000 stimulus checks and the new bill that was just released by Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell that includes the $2,000 stimulus checks. But wait, there's more. There's a couple other items included in there as well. Now, I actually just uploaded a video and just took it right down because I wanted to get this one up of this breaking news. And in that video, I was saying that I think we might be seeing a bill coming from Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, because this morning, as you recall, in the Senate session, he said that he would be focusing on stimulus checks and a couple other provisions. But then immediately after, when Democratic leaders came up and suggested we pass it right now, he objected to both of those requests. And I was saying, why would he do that? And it's because probably he has something in the works. And sure enough, he just released a bill just a little while ago. So we're going to go ahead and dive in. We're going to take a look at it. And also, there's some other breaking news that I'm going to be sharing with you guys. We have received word that you're going to get your stimulus checks as early as tonight. That's right. We just received word from White House Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin that the Treasury Department is sending out direct payments as early as tonight. So we're going to dive right in. I'm going to get you guys caught up on the latest that's unfolding right now on this breaking news regarding $2,000 stimulus checks and the arrival of your $600 stimulus checks. But before we dive in, if you could do me a quick favor, it'll just take a second. If you like and appreciate these video updates, be sure to smash the like button. It helps out my channel. Like button, dropping comments, and sharing these videos out to anybody who you think might need to see them. It helps out the channel. Thank you so much. And also, if you're not already a part of the viewing community and you would like to stay up to date on everything rolling out right now, be sure to smash the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that way as soon as I upload videos, you can be notified right away. And if you don't already, be sure to follow me on Instagram as well at SteveRam3. But now let's go ahead and dive into the latest that's unfolding right now, this breaking news with stimulus checks. All right, so first up, link in the description below to this press release that just came out today that says Treasury and IRS begin delivering the second round of economic impact payments to millions of Americans. And it says, today the Treasury Department and the IRS will begin delivering a second round of economic impact payments to millions of Americans as part of the implementation of the Pandemic Response and Relief Supplemental Appropriations Act of 2021. The initial direct deposit payments may begin arriving as early as tonight for some and will continue into next week. Paper checks will begin to be mailed tomorrow, Wednesday, December the 30th. So paper checks could be on their way here as early as tomorrow as well. And it says this second round of payments will provide critical economic support to those who, through no fault of their own, have been adversely impacted by the pandemic. Treasury and the IRS are working with unprecedented speed to issue a second round of economic impact payments to eligible Americans and their families, said Secretary Steve Mnuchin. These payments are integral parts of our commitment to providing a vital additional economic relief to the American people during this unprecedented time. So you guys, some exciting breaking news. Stimulus checks, they're on their way. That's going to be $600 coming your way. Now, right now, we are seeing the bill introduced to amend that $600 and add $14 on top of it to make it a $2,000 stimulus check. Now, this bill was just introduced not too long ago by Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell today. So let's go ahead and take a look at that bill that just came out. So, link in the description below to this bill that just came out a little while ago from Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell. Now, just to clarify, this is just a presented bill. This has not been passed in the House, the Senate. This is not law. This is not going to be enacted at this moment. This is simply something that's being presented. Now we understand why it is that today in the Senate, when we saw other people propose we pass $2,000 stimulus checks right now, he declined because he sure enough had something in the works. Now, let's take a look here. It says a bill to amend the Internal Revenue Code of 1986 to increase the additional 2020 recovery rebates, aka the stimulus checks, and it says to repeal Section 230. Now, we had heard that the president said that he wanted that included, and that was one of the items that Mitch McConnell said that they would be addressing. And it says of the Communications Act of 1934 and for other purposes. Now, in this bill, we're going to take a look and find out what those other purposes are. So as you can see, this is not just stimulus checks. There's a couple other provisions in here as well. Now it says, you can see at the very bottom, it says going to be striking out $600 on line 7, jumping to line 8, it says $1,200 and inserting $2,000 and $4,000. So in other words, it's proposing that an individual before who was going to get a $600 stimulus check can now get $2,000, and a couple filing jointly would have got $1,200. Now they're going to be getting $4,000. Now as we go on to the next page, you can see here the subsections that are struck out, and it's going to be referencing the original bill where they're going to be modifying this. Now this is just for adults. This is not for dependents. Dependents will still be at $600. And in addition to that, there are no other parts of this provision that are modified. So all the other things that we had discussed before regarding ITINs, Social Security, the age of dependents being 16 and under, everything stays the same. The only thing that changes is the amount that adults will collect for stimulus checks, and it would be bumped up from $600 to $2,000. You can see here on this same page here, it says line 12, section 2, repeal of section 230. Now this is actually one of the items we had heard the president say that he wanted to have addressed. And we actually heard Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell mention that this morning, saying that this was going to be one of the items of primary focus alongside those $2,000 stimulus checks. And here we see both of these items included in this bill. In my mind, without a doubt, when the president signed into law the stimulus package and the government spending bill, there was some discussions that took place between him and Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell to make sure that things that the president wanted to get taken care of were done. Now, Section 230, this is going to be dealing with big tech. Now, these are these large social media platforms like Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, and their ability to regulate what's being posted and what's going on. As you guys know, President Donald Trump feels like he was cheated, that there was fraud that took place in the elections, and he's continually posting about it on Twitter. But every time he posts, you can see something underneath saying that these statements have not been proven, they might be false, and we even see the same thing on YouTube and other social media platforms as well. So this they want to have challenged as well. All right, now jumping down a little bit further, and by the way, this is not a very long bill. It's only about 16 pages long. It's on line 16 here. You can see Section 3, 2020 Bipartisan Advisory Committee. Now, why would we be assembling an advisory committee? Take a look here. It says, line 22, the advisory committee shall be composed of 18 members, to whom 9 shall be appointed by the leader of the Republican caucus in the Senate, and of course 9 will be Democrat in order to keep it bipartisan. Now, if we jump down a little bit further to page 14, you can see here, line 11, section 303A, disclosure of the access of the election infrastructure by foreign nationals, aka they're going to be investigating potential fraud that might have taken place in the elections. So these were the 3 items that we heard Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell say he was going to be addressing that the president had issues with. And we've seen this in tweets over and over and over, and him calling out for Republicans to support him on these items. And now we finally have it here written out in this bill. Now, if we jump down here to line 16, you can see to have physically handled ballots used in the election for federal office, voting machines, to have had unmonitored access to a storage facility or centralized vote tabulation locations used to support the administration of an election or public office, election-related information or communications technology, and it goes on and on and on, and pretty much says that they're going to be assembling an advisory committee to look further into potential fraud for the elections. That is your breaking news update regarding the $2,000 stimulus checks, the new bill that was just presented by Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell that includes those checks alongside challenging Section 230 and also assembling an advisory committee to look further into election fraud. And also, like I said, stimulus checks, they're on the way. So keep an eye out for that. Your $600 should be on the way. And you guys, this just happened. This is breaking news, so it's very likely we're going to be seeing a lot of responses rolling out. There's going to be a lot of news coming out about this new bill. We might see this hit the Senate floor tomorrow and see what unfolds, but it's very likely that this is going to be the first of this. There might be a counteroffer, some responses. We might see liability protection included. We might see state and local government funding proposed. There's probably going to be a lot of stuff unfolding here, but $2,000 stimulus checks seems to be the piece that's going to be maneuvering other motivations. But I'll be sure to let you guys know as more information rolls out. Once again, if you made it this far and you like and appreciate these breaking news updates, be sure to smash the like button. Also, if you're not a part of the viewing community already, be sure to smash the subscribe button and turn on that notification bell to stay up to date on everything rolling out. And be sure to follow me on Instagram as well at SteveRam3. Well, you guys, I hope this reaches you well. Have a blessed night. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.